What's up, everyone? This is Jan Boris. It's Czech Talent Tuesday today, and it's Interview Czech Talent Tuesday today. So if you like the new format, please subscribe, please share, please like, because you're as well sharing, liking, and subscribing for new Czech talents to be seen, to be interviewed, and to be talked to. And the new Czech talents, which maybe and possibly will apply for Eurovision in the future, as all of those people I'll be talking about, they have international potential, I think so. And they really are making the international music, I think we are having stars in here, future stars. I really believe in that, and I hope you will as well. And my next guest is a great example of the person, of the artist who is on the start of her career, but as well already making really good music. So how is that possible? Well, we're drinking a great beer in here in Czech Republic, so maybe that's the reason. So all the artists should move from Sweden to Czech Republic. Well, okay, let's get to my next guest. Her name is Annabelle. She's a rapper. She likes yellow color. She likes face tattoos, and she likes great music. She has her first single released already. It's called Anxiety. We'll talk about it. I hope it's not the issue. But as well, we're gonna talk about her featuring roles in the single, which is called Roles, and it's one of my favorite songs from last year, from the crazy 2020. And I'll ask you about 2021. What's her plans? What she's up to? And will she apply for Eurovision 2022? Well, let's check her out. It's Annabelle. Hey Annabelle, I'm glad you're here with me. And how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I did my yoga in the morning, had a nice walk. It's snowy in Prague today, so everything's good. Thanks.
Yeah, that sounds really, really great. When I was doing introduction for you, I was talking about what you actually have in your press releases things, and I can see it right now that it's your face tattoo.
Oh yeah.
And the obsession with yellow color, which kind of defines you. Can you tell me something more about it?
Well, it actually started probably back in London when I was studying there at a university. I was studying popular music, and I somehow really connected with the yellow color. I actually don't have an explanation for that. Anytime I would imagine like my logo or anything for the future, it would always be yellow or like goldish kind of color. So that's how the yellow one started. It was just an image in my head. And with the tattoos, I just thought they would be like a fun decoration of my face and something that would make me look different than others. So yeah, and it's really fun, especially that I can actually change it due to my mood or what day it is. For example, I don't know, if there's like a national holiday, I can actually put like a Christmas tree on my face, and it's fun to play with.
Yeah, so on all your pictures actually you're really saying, or all your music videos, actually I just recognized you last year in 2020 when you were featuring in two songs, which one is called Dadae and the second one is Roles. And now you're released your first single. Is it the first single? Anxiety. So what is your anxiety or anxiety?
It was actually written like in May or something like that, in the beginning of the summer, because it was the quarantine and everything, and I think we all kind of felt it, that we felt a bit anxious, or at least I did, because of like being locked down and not being able to travel, and I felt a bit trapped. So that's why I started writing Anxiety. But at the same time, I thought it's really important not to focus on the anxiety, or like it's fine to let yourself feel it, but be okay with it and just go with the flow. Like, you're anxious, but whatever, so you can dance a bit and just like shake it off and stuff like that. So that was the idea for the song. And also, it was after Dua Lipa released her album, and it was so like dancey and a bit retro. So I kind of felt that vibe, and I wrote the song influenced by that album by Dua Lipa. So yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, what's your other influences actually? Because like I'm always curious about how to introduce an artist, because like none of you, of course, like, oh, don't put me in this bracket or don't put me into those brackets, but all of you have influences as well. But then when it comes to what's your music style? It's like, oh, I don't really like to have any kind of music style, but do you have your music style?
I actually like do have a music style that I want to be in. I have the opposite problem that I actually want to be like a pop artist, and I want people to recognize me as a pop artist. But since my influences when I was like a teenager, they were very like soul music and jazz music and R&B, and people can really hear that in my vocals. So anytime I would perform somewhere, they would be like, "Oh, your voice is so soul-y," and I was like, "No, I want it to be like pop. I want to sound like maybe a bit more mainstream." But so yeah, so when I was a teenager, it was like Lauryn Hill, Amy Winehouse, all of these artists. And later on, I started listening more to rap, and kind of rap, since rap became such a big thing, and the rappers also have melodies in their tracks. So I don't know, for example, Post Malone is very creative for me and very inspiring. And yeah, now like Roddy Ricch, also very interesting, and DaBaby. They're more rappers than singers, but when they do have a melody in their rap, it's always very interesting. So I kind of try to take my influence there as well.
Yeah, that brings me to another question which correlates with this, what you just said, is like how the rap and then trap and then pop, it's influencing each other. As for me, like Post Malone, it's like super pop singer actually, because like that's actually trending nowadays, and The Weeknd and all of those kind of stuff, which I would say nowadays it's a pop music. Even maybe it doesn't really fit in this kind of bracket of like Britney Spears branding, but that's as well probably not your style. As Anxiety is kind of new wave pop music, if I can say this.
It is, but also like I know my other tracks that are coming. So for me, Anxiety was kind of like a little opener, but it's not like the main single. It was kind of like a quick release thing, because I was supposed to have a single out like in October, but many complications occurred and so on. So we're gonna release it, like I hope we're gonna release it in February. But I just wanted to release at least something, since I'm not releasing this track that I'm preparing, and so that's why I kind of like pushed the label to release Anxiety for like as a Christmas bonus. But the next track is gonna be more like Post Maloney vibe. So, but I don't want to like talk about it that much because it's still a surprise, and I'm
no,
super
come on,
excited
talk about it. I love to hear it, because like I'm really curious. Especially when I heard you in those two featuring songs. Actually, I would like to know their story, especially The Rolls, because The Rolls is one of the tracks which is my favorite from like last year globally. So what can you tell me about it?
Well, about that, it was also like a track that I wrote in my bedroom, basically. And I felt like I definitely needed help with production, and I reached out to Fiedlerski, who then said that he would help me if we actually make it like our track. So it would be like released under him, featuring me. And I thought that was a great opportunity, especially for like someone who is starting off. And so that's how it started, and it was very experimental, basically, because I think like he felt no pressure as well, since I'm not a big artist yet. So he was like more experimenting with the chorus that is there, which is just like an instrumental part. And yeah, so that's the story, and it was just like a very great opportunity for me, especially with the video as well, because like I didn't have budgets yet, or I'm only going under a major label now, so like I had no money to like spend on such a pretty video, so I was excited to be able to like show off a bit on camera and enjoy that stuff.
That's actually the like being under the major label. Is this something important to you? As I'm speaking to a lot of artists and producers nowadays, it's always like, well, it depends on the conditions, of course, but how is it for you? How do you feel about it?
It's actually kind of funny, because I used to work there So it makes everything different. Like I know all of the people that work there, and it was like, I think like destiny or fate is such a funny thing, because I was just like, I was looking for some extra money, and I saw that like Universal was looking for some people to help out with stuff. So I applied for that, and I didn't even like, they didn't even have a job for me, because I was like, I didn't care. I didn't even like try hard in the interviews, but they still like kind of really wanted me there. And so they found like a new position for me. And yeah, and then like I worked there for 2 years basically. Then I was like, yeah, then I quit, and now I am like going there as an artist. So I know the people, and it's a completely different situation than I think if I would be like a new artist going under the label. I think even the meetings about the contracts would be different, because since we know each other and we sort of trust each other, it's different, and it feels nice. So it's okay for me.
Okay, then fingers crossed for you that it work out like the best possible way, especially with the promotion, which I'm always curious when a young artist and very talented artist just release new track, which is just, in my opinion, awesome. Or I wouldn't say it's from Czech Republic, or I wouldn't even say it's from Eastern Europe as well, because it sounds like some of your songs you already released sounds like international.
Thank you.
Like international, yeah. In your song Rolls, which you wrote, which I didn't know, which makes it even more special to me right now, as I really like when artists are involved in the process of writing the songs, as I then feel they're special to them, and I can maybe feel it through the song, which make kind of a sense. You're saying there you're keeping playing roles all year.
Yeah.
What kind of role we can expect you will be playing in 2021?
Well, I hope that's gonna, oh my God, like I have such big plans, but you gotta have big plans if you like wanna achieve anything.
Well,
I think that you have to like make it big.
Yeah, sure.
I'm expecting like, or I'm really hoping to actually start having some kind of success abroad with the 2 singles I have. Like one is already finished and just like waiting to be released, and the second one that I'm planning, I actually stopped myself and thought when you said that like keep your best songs for the Eurovision, I actually thought of this one that maybe I should keep it to myself.
Yeah, just the one note for the viewers, because they didn't know that we would talk before the interview.
We talked before.
So
That's
of
true.
course I was in Czech asking Annabelle to keep her best songs for Eurovision if she would like to apply. So let's go for would you like to apply? Is this the part for your big plans?
Well, it is. It is definitely a plan of mine. I'm just not sure when like the deadline is. I'm a bit like terrible with all of these deadlines and all of these official things. But yeah, if like I find out about the deadline soon enough, I hope I will, then I'm definitely gonna apply. And it might be this song that I'm thinking about, or maybe I'll write something even better in like course of a few months. So hopefully I will.
Yeah, how hard is this process of making a song, of writing it? It's just instant for you, like well, now it's the idea, I need to do it, or it's a process, more likely?
Well, it's usually a process, like either I find like a sample somewhere on the internet, like sample of a guitar or sample of some, I don't know, a synth, and it inspires me, or I just sit at the piano and just play some chords and, I don't know, hum a melody. And sometimes, and usually it might even take long, but then, as you said, it's like instant. As soon as the idea comes into my head, but I have to be like doing music. It's not like I'm cooking and suddenly I would be, oh, I have an idea. So that's not how it works for me. I usually like have to be focused on that. And then it's instant, and especially with the lyrics, they just come out of me so easily once I have the melody and the vibe of the song and everything. The lyrics are the easiest and the most fun part for me, because I'm a talkative person and I want to talk to people, so I enjoy that.
Yeah, but you talk about yourself as well as a rapper.
Yeah.
Rapper? How is it actually the correct pronunciation of it? A rapper. It's like more British sound. does it help you with writing the songs, this kind of history of yours? Even I wasn't able to find anything with like from your rap career, if there was some.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like most of the songs that I wrote, like that are rap songs, aren't released yet as well. So I know like I have them in my portfolio, but they're not out yet. And basically the only public thing I did was like I had the Hot 16 challenge because I was nominated, and it actually really like made me think about it and really try to write something funny and rappy, and I really enjoyed it. And actually many people wrote to me afterwards. They were like, come on, like you can be like a singer and a rapper. That's such a cool thing to do when you're a girl, and you should definitely keep doing that. So that's why I thought like I might actually try. It's maybe a bit funny. I don't know. Maybe it's like, maybe I'm being like a hypocrite for rapping because I have like no actual past of doing this, but I really enjoyed it, and especially with the lyrics, I enjoy because when you have like a rap part, so like many more words fit in than if you're singing. So that's fun for me. But yeah, I have quite a lot of rap tracks in my like demo section on somewhere on Google Drive.
How many is there?
I have definitely like 3, and one I also made on a songwriting camp where you like where artists and songwriters meet up and create together. And I was in this amazing group where I was with this very talented singer. So she was basically doing most of the singing part, and I did my rap part there. And that could actually be a banger as well. So I really hope we're gonna release it one day.
Yeah, speaking of songwriting camp, was it the songwriting camp which is made in here in Czech Republic?
Yeah.
Was it the one? Yeah, that's actually the one I really like the concept and I really support it. I think actually Lake Malawi Albert Cherny, he was the part of it like 2 years ago, and he made a song for another friend.
Yeah.
Which after a lot of persuasion he applied for or to Eurovision national selection here in Czech Republic, and he succeeded very well, and actually I think it really helped their career to restart, and nowadays I think they're somewhere else, especially motivated on the Czech market and as well internationally. But about the Czech market, how do you feel as a newcomer kind of to Czech music scene, to Czech kind of industry, if we can talk about industry at all, kind of, as I'm a big critic of it. How do you feel of the chances there for you as a new artist who sings in English and who has a big plans?
Yeah.
Does it really help you here in this environment we have here?
Well, it's like I don't have plans for Czech Republic now. They're most of them are like pointing towards other countries or like foreign countries. But I think it's definitely good to have like your base here because I know people here, they can help me, they can fund me. And another thing is I think it's as soon as you have some kind of numbers from your own country, from your native country, then maybe labels abroad are kind of more supportive too, because they can see that you actually achieved some kind of success in your own country, and that's why you can maybe make it even in their country. But otherwise, we even talked about this on the label, that my case might be the thing that I can actually make it abroad or like have some kind of major success abroad, and then it might help me to like be more recognized in my own country. So it might be.
Or maybe you will maybe you will be hated in here. We know how the success is worked out here. It's not just, of course, the case of Czech Republic. I think the whole Eastern Europe suffers a bit from this kind of a thing. I remember Mikolas Josef, he was starting like you. He was kind of a newcomer to the scene when he applied to Eurovision, and he won the national selection, and we took him to Kiev to their national selection as he was a guest there, a guest singer. It was the first actually live event for him in the terms of the scale, because in Ukraine Eurovision is a huge thing.
Wow.
And their national selection is televised, and it's just a big thing, a huge audience, great television actually what they're doing. And after his performance there, the big label approached him. As what I see here, and maybe you have those feelings as well, that in here, when you don't sing in Czech, the support is just much lesser than when you just do it.
Definitely. I think like people listen to English speaking Czech artists only like in bigger cities. Like it's not a thing of like small towns in Czech Republic. I think people are they're not interested in it, which is like a funny thing anyway, because I feel like all of Czech people would know like Ed Sheeran and they would come to his gig. But when it's an English speaking Czech artist or like English singing Czech artist, they're just like it's not a big thing then in this country. So yeah, so that's definitely a reason why I'm like not planning to make it big here, or I think maybe it will start like being big for me after I achieve something abroad. So yeah, so now I'm like very focused on abroad and, you know, Germany and hopefully like UK, US in the future.
Yeah, fingers crossed for it. If I can somehow help, I really would like to. I really would like that this interview will help you as well. But
glad.
back for yeah, we'll see. You never know. You know, I always say that one fun for like above what you already have, it's still better than nothing. So everything counts. And if this will play you out one more fun, I would be glad. But I really think it can appeal even more, because I think people don't really know people, singers and artists from different countries. They know those global stars, as you said.
Yeah.
And that what you said, that people in here are listening to foreigners. When I was listening to your song for the first time, I didn't really know that you're Czech. So that how it can as well work. I don't know what's the problem in here, but I really believe that we have a lots of talents in here as well, and you know it perfectly because you are as well a host in the radio. Is there something you don't do?
Well, I like made myself a promise that I will never do anything. Like when I was living in London, I was waitressing and I was terrible. Like I knew I was terrible, but I just didn't think I could do anything else. And I had like a friend there who was from Peru, and once I like really messed up at work again, and we went together on the tube like back home, and he was like, "Can you actually stop doing waitressing? Like, you know, you're absolutely horrible. Can you just do something that you're good at?" And I was like, yeah, I'm good at music. Like, why don't I make money doing that? So then I started working for music venues. I started working for this label, and now I'm just trying to like do some songwriting for other people, and I'm trying to like make a career of my own so I can like earn money by doing music for myself, which is like the dream.
No, I really hope that you will make your career. Make your career. Of my English sucks sometimes, and I can't pronounce.
No.
But I have this problem in Czech. I have this problem in Czech language as well. You know, that's not about a language. It's just my good excuse because it's not my native language anyway. So. I really wish you luck with your musical dreams. I really believe you can make it. I'm your big fan.
I believe in that too.
And
Thank you.
Have a big dreams. That's a good start, I think. So now to make them come true, and I think you have everything to make it. So there's no reason to be afraid, to have any anxiety. And like that, there's no reason for it. So I wish you best of luck, and I'm really glad that you take my invitation to being my guest in my Czech Talent Tuesday interviews.
Thank you very much for inviting me. It was a very nice chat.
And that was Annabelle. And as you already know, if you're here through all the interview, she will apply for Eurovision 2022. So it's the right time to become her fan, it's the right time to become her social media follower and subscriber, and the same applies to me actually. So please share this channel, subscribe this channel, ring the bell, and follow me on social media as well, and like this video, and encourage me and encourage all the artists I'm talking to, or I will talk to apply for Eurovision next year. Because if we tell them Eurovision really worth it, if they believe in the concept, if they believe into the project, we will bring the best possible artist each year, and the brand will be great in their eyes, and that's what we all want. That we all want to show that this family is worth to getting into. You want to be part of this family. That's the goal for all of us. So let's focus on it. Let's help me out with this, and let's make the Czech Republic great again. Oh, that was a joke. See you soon.